What's up, everyone? This is Prasanna Balakrishnan back again for the review of Chennai Super Kings vs Delhi Capitals, and yeah, we lost. Sorry for the late upload. I had an important commitment today, to which I was late in uploading this one. I'm also uploading the review for Chelsea vs Crystal Palace game, which Chelsea won 4-1. It's always the thing with when you support two teams and they play in the same day, both of them never win. But both of them sometimes will lose, or either one of them will win or one of them will lose. It's just the law of karma. So let's dive straight into Chennai Super Kings versus Delhi Capitals. We got what we deserved. We got thoroughly outclassed by them. I have to say they did win a good toss. They were missing two of their key players, Rabada and Nortje, whereas we were missing Ngidi. So our four foreigners were basically Faf du Plessis, Sam Curran, Dwayne Bravo, and Moeen Ali. We went with these four foreigners. Delhi went with the four foreigners combination of Chris Wokes, Shimron Hetmeyer, Marcus Stoinis, and oh shit, I can't remember the fourth one. Tom Curran. Sorry, Tom Curran. Yeah. So Delhi, the Capitals, they won a good toss. They put us into bat. At let's be honest, it's a free scoring 1KD, and if we have to get at least 200, 220 on this pitch, if you want to have any chance of winning. But that was literally wiped out in the first 3 overs. We lost 2 wickets inside 3 overs for just 7 runs. And last year's problems in batting came back to haunt us again. Faf du Plessis was out to a 20% in-swinger from Anrich and trapped him right in front. And Chris Wokes bowled a beautiful delivery to Rutraj Gaikwad, edging it, and Shikhar Dhawan took a very good catch. He was very good today in the field as well as in the bat, as well as with the bat. I'm going to come to him in a sec. But after that, it was the Suresh Raina show basically. And Moeen Ali was actually promoted to number 3. He did get some good strokes. He made 36 with 24 balls. He was actually targeted. He targeted Ashwin and he took him on and got out to an absolutely inexcusable, idiotic shot. So the situation is this: he hit 2 sixes and 2 balls off him. The next ball, he aims for a reverse sweep. Ashwin sees that and he reverse sweeps it and gets a top edge. And then Shikhar Dhawan takes another very good catch. But that's the problem. I mean, you already got 2 sixes in the over, and in the quest of getting more runs, you tend to lose a wicket, and you did not stand. If you had stood for more, you could have easily got 50 or 70 because you played very, very well. You played at a very good strike rate as well. And then Suresh Raina came, and Suresh Raina is back. I tell this now, and I will always tell this: Suresh Raina is CSK's top player ever. I eventually actually thought that when he came in, he would take some time to settle, maybe a 3-4 games, because he's not played international cricket. He's retired from international cricket. He's not played international cricket for a long while, and he's not even played domestic circuit. So I thought maybe this would it would take some time to probably get into the game a bit, because albeit even if you scored so many runs in a practice game, only when the actual game comes, you will actually know where you actually stand. And today, he did start a bit iffy here and there, but once the game grew, he got his shots, he found his range, and that's the Suresh Raina every Chennai Super Kings fan wants to see. Absolutely brilliant. He unfortunately got run out. I think there was more of I put it entirely on Avish Khan, because the thing was, Jadeja hit the ball towards a square. He wanted to go for a second, and when coming for a second, Avish Khan kind of stands like that, and Jadeja is running there. Basically, as a batsman, when you're running, you're not supposed to run on the pitch. You're supposed to run outside of the pitch. And Avish Khan, as a bowler, you must know this, that you don't have any restrictions while standing. You can stand behind the stumps, because that's where most bowlers stand. They stand behind the stumps. And it was not that it went very close. It went up to the boundary fielder. So he actually had the time to stand, to get up to the stumps and stand in case the ball, the throw is at the non-striker's end. But he stood like that. Jadeja came, he obstructed his way. Unfortunately, had to signal no to Raina. By the time it was too late, Surasena was more than halfway through, and it was a very easy run out. And that's how, unfortunately, he got run out. But very disappointing to see that innings end because he played very, very well, and I genuinely thought he would go on to make a good score. When he got out, it was only like 15 overs, probably like 5 more overs. The way he was batting, he could have made easily a 70 or an 80. And then came Raidu, played a good knock before he got out. He got out a very good slow ball by Tom Curran. It was a back of the hand slow ball which Raidu did not pick. And then Dhoni came and went. 2 balls. Couldn't stand further. Avish Khan bowled a good delivery, tried to pull it inside edge onto the stumps, and Dhoni's comeback did not last very long. But that brought in Sam Curran or Chutti Kolandai or Kadikutti Singham, however you want to call it, carried off with his batting form for very left off against for England against India. Um, 34 of 15 balls, 4 boundaries and 2 sixers, including a 20-run over against Tom Curran, actually his elder brother. Basically, Sam Curran sent his older brother back to Cape Town. He's not coming back after this. He got whacked by his own younger brother, and our ending was also not that great. We did not get many runs at the end, but we somehow got to 188, which you think you it's not a bad score for a T20, but on this kind of a one carry wicket, where but we rallied from 7 to 2 to manage 189. So you can definitely find out that this is a 210 or a 220 wicket. So I was thinking, okay, we got to 189, we got the runs on the board, and we need to take them early wickets, and because they got early swing. Chris Wokes got a bit of swing, Avish Khan got a bit of swing as well. So I was thinking maybe Deepak Char can use some swing, Sam Curran can use some swing because they can make use of swing and trouble the likes of Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan. But the reality is, they put us in a spliff. They were absolutely toying with us. They made it look like as if it was a training session for the Delhi Capitals players. It was so easy for them. They were giving them opportunities to hit. And if you give someone an opportunity to hit, they're obviously not going to say no, are they? And Prithvi Shaw is coming off of a fantastic Vijay Hazare trophy where he's been scoring runs for fun. And this one is basically his home ground where he's grown up playing since he was a child. He knows this ground and he knows how the bat will come onto the ball will come onto the bat. And Shikhar Dhawan, when he gets, if you do not get him out early, is going to make you pay. And they didn't make us pay. Our bowlers had no clue how to bowl, where to bowl. Shardul Thakur went for runs. It was actually the usual Shardul Thakur that goes for runs. That's bowled again today. Moeen Ali went for runs. Sam Curran went for runs. Surprisingly, Deepak Char did not get any swing. He hardly troubled Prithvi Shaw. Bowlers could not catch a cold. Our fielding was terrible today compared to the Delhi Capitals fielders who were even fielding Prithvi Shaw, not only with the bat, with the field. He saved at least 2 boundaries, at least to what I can think. And Shikhar Dhawan took 3 very good catches, and that ground fielding was very good. Chennai Super Kings, our fielding, in parts it was decent, but overall it's very horrible. We dropped 2 catches. You cannot drop a catch at this level, and it's not even say a running catch where you have to dive and you get a hand to it. No, you dive forward and you're able to take the catch. Prithvi Shaw gets dropped by Mitchell Santner. At a time, if we had got the wicket, we could have been well in the game. Same situation. Moeen Ali bowls a rank long hop. Prithvi Shaw pulls it straight to Rutraj Gaikwad, and he can't hold on to it. It was very, very substandard fielding, pretty much what we saw last year with the Chennai Super Kings. Apart from Faf du Plessis, you cannot say anyone had, and maybe Sam Curran, you cannot basically say anyone had a good day in the field. It was against the same opposition that we dropped Dhawan 3 or 4 times on his way to scoring a century in the game where we should have won. Unfortunately, Dwayne Bravo got injured in the last over, so we could not win the game. We had to stick with Jadeja, and he gave 3 sixes to Akshar Patel. And we got well and truly outclassed. The wickets did come in the 14th over, but the damage was already done. It was only a question of when they were going to finish. 18 overs, 19 overs. And they finished it pretty easily. It was quite convincingly. 18.4 overs, they finished the game. And it was so disappointing to see us fold the way we did. We absolutely no fight, no heart, no desire whatsoever in the field, and this is completely unacceptable. This is no difference to what we saw last season. Um, the only difference was our bowling wasn't bad last season. We were still restricting them teams to 160 or 170. I mean, our bowling effort was not bad. It was the batting that kind of didn't have a good thing. But here also, we didn't have a good start, which was why we got to 189. If we had a pretty good start, we could have easily looked at 200, 220, maybe even 230. Who knows? That was where the game was lost. That so the biggest problem is our inconsistencies with the bat. It's been carrying on since last season. Yes, we played well the last 3 games, but overall it was disappointing last season. Even this season, we haven't actually started well. So it was very, very disappointing to see. It was our first loss in our first game, and this will definitely take a huge dent in the net run rate because I don't see how we're going to come back from this. The next game is against Punjab. Yes, fine. I think I'm putting on the batting scorecard. You're able to see it. And if you actually see it, look at that start 5 of 8, 0 of 3. We hardly had a start. 7 for 1, 7 for 2, inside 2.1 overs. And you're never going to recover from that unless someone plays an absolute blinder. And let's be honest, Suresh Raina did play an absolute blinder today. It was a blinder by his standards because he's not playing any cricket for a very long time. And you kind of expect that because you do expect a bit of rustiness from Raina when he comes back. But today he didn't. He showed a bit of rustiness, but towards the end of his innings, you saw him what he can do. There's a reason why he's called Mr. IPL. Um, that's the problem. Look at the innings of Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan, 72 of 38 and 85 of 54. Look at those strike rates. It's absolutely unbelievable the way we have bowled. We took them only 3 wickets and only took until the last few overs to take them wickets. Look at those bowling figures. Deepak Chahar went for runs. Shardul Thakur, oh my god, is back to the Shardul Thakur of old. Giving away runs. Yes, he picked up 2 wickets, but the damage was already done. He was giving away runs. He gave 17 in his first over. It didn't help in the second over. And overall, it was a pretty tepid performance today by the team. Man of the match, Shikhar Dhawan. Rightly so. You cannot question it. You cannot question that. I think he could have got 100. Shardul Thakur finally decided to bowl a Yorker ball when Dhawan was on 85. Where was that all before? It's not rocket science, is it? You know how to bowl. You are an experienced international. You're not just someone who's just breaking out of an under 18 level or an under 19 level that you make these kind of mistakes. You are an experienced professional. You have played more than enough games to certify a spot in the starting line for CSK. So, and we hopefully we get Engidi back because I think his quarantine should be done. I would actually like to give a shout out to not exactly a shout out. I would like to point out certain disgusting things that were pointed towards Avesh Khan. I saw some Instagram comments that they were directed at him. They were absolutely vile comments, disgusting comments. They're absolutely. We never condone such kind of racist comments. Just because you have a keyboard and you don't want to show your face, that doesn't mean that you type whatever you want. I mean, that's the problem with social media nowadays. It's a blessing in one way because you're able to post many things, you're able to connect to people. But the downside of it is you have idiots like that who are sitting behind the keyboards just because they have one and just type all these kind of nonsenses. This was basically when Avesh Khan got Dhoni bowled for duck. I think that was when the comments started to get hold on him. This is absolutely unacceptable. We do not condone this. And when does this stop? I don't know when does this stop. I mean, how many ever comments do we put? How many ever times we try to even try to get this to a full stop? We are getting better. I'm not denying we are not. But you see that everywhere, not just in cricket, in the world of sport. You had to see the likes of the great Thierry Henry deactivate his account because he was subject to racist abuse. And I'll probably like to show you another piece here, which is from Twitter. Let me get this. on screen here so that you can all have a clear look at what the kind of people you are dealing with in your daily lives. On like there, if you block someone, another comment will come in, and he will, it'll just continue to be the same. When does this ever stop? I don't think this will stop anytime soon. I mean, I'm sharing the Twitter page. I'm hopefully hope you can see it. Those who understand Hindi, I do think you can definitely see this. Just look at this racist, vile comments. I think I don't need to understand the language to see that these are absolutely racist, vile comments. I mean, it's so disgusting, man. I hate to see this. And it just goes on and on and on. I'm fed up of this, man. Seriously. When does this end? I seriously don't know. We can, how many of steps we take to try to stop this? It never seems to end on that sad note today. But otherwise, Delhi Capitals, congratulations. You fully deserve the win. Um, you can catch my pre-match show, although it's pretty late. You can catch my pre-show with the Bharat Army. The link will be posted in the description. And hopefully CSK can give a reaction when we play Punjab Kings on Friday. Totally deserve the loss, and we move on. If you're new to this channel, like this video, subscribe to my channel. This channel has been going for a few days. Share to your friends who watch cricket. IPL will be a very big thing for them. Share this video to many friends as possible. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon with the review of Chelsea versus Crystal Palace.